Madeira, what to see and top places on the island. Portuguese Madeira is an island many dream of. Bathed in the cool waters of the Atlantic Ocean, adorned with tropical plants, cliffs, wild beaches, botanical gardens, and small fishing villages where time flows differently. Fulfill your dream and embark on Madeira, the pearl of the Atlantic and an island where you'll experience eternal spring. Madeira may not be a large island, but it's brimming with beauty. It's not just the capital, Funchal, and certainly not a place for a day trip. Madeira will engage you for several days, allowing you to plan a beautiful week filled with attractions. It's as if this island has something for everyone. Beautiful beaches covered in black sand, villages where time stands still, stunning levadas crisscrossing the island's interior, breathtaking views of fantastic peaks, delicious food, Madeiran wine, and, after a few days, you'll realize that coming to Madeira was an excellent decision you won't regret. 1. Funchal has become our gateway to this beautiful island surrounded by the waves of the Atlantic Ocean. Funchal isn't a big metropolis, about 100,000 people live here, yet it's exceptionally pleasant. This city enchanted us with its atmosphere, laid back, unhurried, as we strolled through the old town. It's not large, on the contrary, you can explore it quickly, allowing you to search for beauty, old church bells, or interesting houses in the side streets. The main promenade is adorned with a statue of the navigator João Gonçalves Zarco, who left a significant mark on the island's history. You'll enjoy Funchal, explore the Santiago fortress on the Atlantic shore, visit the exotic fruits at the Mercado dos Lavradores market, savor a pastry or coffee in the pedestrian zone, find Christopher Columbus's statue in St. Catherine's Park, discover the Santa Clara Monastery, St. Peter's Church, and last but not least, the Quinta das Cruzes Museum with a garden featuring old tombstones. Enter the Sé Cathedral, take a photo with the statue of Lady with the Swan, and sip on sweet Madeiran wine. In the evening, wander through the old town adorned with street art, have a poncha, and relish the life of Funchal. 2. Monte. The town of Monte, situated above Funchal, should not be considered a separate city, but it's packed with experiences, so we separated it in our article. Located on a hill around 500 meters above sea level, if you venture from here on foot to the center of Funchal, you're in for an interesting walk. Take the cable car up to Monte with panoramic views, and afterward, enjoy the Nossa Senhora do Monte church with the tomb of the last Austro-Hungarian ruler, Charles I, who was banished here and died in 1921. The most typical view of Monte is the wicker sledges, considered one of the most bizarre means of transport in Madeira. Operated by two men called carreiros, dressed in white with straw hats. Will you give it a try? Don't miss the botanical garden, where you'll find yourself in an oasis of peace among tropical greenery, trees, bushes, flowers, or water ponds and waterfalls. Monte will keep you busy for half a day until you fully savor it. 3. Sao Vicente. Getting from Funchal in the south to Sao Vicente in the north is easy. It's only 35 kilometers, not even an hour's drive, and everything around changes. The small village of Sao Vicente is exceptionally picturesque. There's almost nothing here, but it has everything thanks to its atmosphere. A small square, a botanical garden, a photogenic church, and several cafes where you can have a morning cup of carioca coffee or even straight poncha as if you were a fisherman. This village is said to be one of the most beautiful on the island. Although it was the first village we stopped in, a few days later, it remained in our minds, and we returned here once again. Sao Vicente is located on the shore of the Atlantic Ocean, with a beautiful, high hill rising above it. Due to its black sandy beach, turbulent ocean, and atmosphere, this place won us over. This scenery could be observed for a long time without getting bored. If you're here, be sure to dine at the excellent Caravella restaurant on the waterfront overlooking the Atlantic. 4. Veu da Noiva. A beautiful waterfall and a view of it are located between Sao Vicente and Seixal, closer to the latter. The Veu da Noiva waterfall, nicknamed the Bridal Veil, falls from a height of 30 meters. You feel like you're somewhere in Iceland or the Faroe Islands, and if we add the wind from the Atlantic, this image is perfect. The viewpoint, look for the Miraduro sign, is in a small parking lot. There's no entrance fee, and you simply gaze at the beauty of the landscape with cliffs above the Atlantic Ocean. 5. Seixal. The small town of Seixal is mainly known for its black beach. It's one of the most sought-after places on the northern coast, and if you feel like dipping into the Atlantic Ocean, head to this pleasant bay. Even if you don't want to swim, you can still take a stroll or sit on a stone wall or the beach and enjoy beautiful views of Madeira's wild coast, which will transport you in thoughts to distant, tropical islands. The town is built on terraces, where vines have been cultivated for many years, and among them, you'll find old and new houses. 6. Ilha de Ribeira de Janela. An interesting place on the northern coast of Madeira is Ilha de Ribeira de Janela. Located near the famous resort Porto Moniz, but much more photogenic. Ilha de Ribeira consists of rocks embedded in the Atlantic Ocean where waves break. You can park your car just a few dozen meters from the rocky beach and choose whether to walk directly to the beach full of pebbles or climb some stairs and enjoy the panorama of the entire place. It's beautiful here. You feel the salty drops of the ocean on your face, cliffs rise in front of your eyes, and around you spreads the wild coast. The tallest of the rocks measures even 40 meters, and this place will be one of the most photogenic on the northern side of Madeira. 7. Porto Moniz. Porto Moniz is one of the most famous places in northern Madeira because this is where you'll find the famous volcanic pools on the shores of the Atlantic Ocean. At first glance, it seems like a resort, with several hotels of different categories and people enjoying their vacation. The town was founded by Francis